new biomass steam plant, which is expected to reduce carbon emission using renewable energy, has been launched at Aspen in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape. The biomass plant has been launched in collaboration between Aspen and renewable energy company Sustainable Heating. Now, this plant uses renewable energy to create steam to sterilize medication manufactured by Aspen. The plant will use biomass furnaces such as wood and sawmill as opposed to fuel or paraffin. The goal is to reduce carbon emissions of the world as climate change continues to threaten the environment. Various industries are also transforming from using fossil fuel energy to renewable and sustainable energy, ensuring cleaner ways of production. The project has also opened up job opportunities for locals. More than 60 people have been employed in the project. The Aspen manufacturing facility will save approximately 550,000 tons of carbon with this project. Let's rope in CEO of Sustainable Heating, Paul Gorremans, who joins us now. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. You are making strides at trying to reduce the carbon footprint. Talk to us about this project. It sounds exciting and the impact will be huge.
Well, this project took us about 2 years to implement the whole project. It's an investment of about 120 million rand. We are very proud to be associated with Aspen. It's not only about the carbon reduction, it's also about the recycling of the waste, the full cycle, where the waste produced by the industry, such as Volkswagen, Aspen and other companies, to use it as a fuel. I believe we got one world and we have to look after the world. What struck me was the increase of carbon emissions year after year. Like in the movie from Al Gore, Inconvenient Truth. And I believe we are really destroying the world. We have to do something about the world. We have to clean up the world, and it's time to do it now. It's not too late yet. I believe it.
Talk to us about this project, the scope of the work it will do, and how exactly it will be beneficial.
Well, first of all, it's beneficial for Aspen because our company is doing the full investment. Aspen does not do the full investment. That's our policy. We are reducing the cost substantially compared to the HFO, so it's beneficial for the cash flow because they are spending less money on producing the steam. And thirdly, I think it's beneficial for the local economy to reduce the amount of waste that go to landfill that we're recovering from the landfill. So it's a triple gain for the community and for Aspen itself.
And the kind of people that you're roping into the project and the job opportunities that are available, I understand that there's 60 jobs. What sort of hierarchies are you looking at in terms of attracting those people to work?
Well, we got different type of workers, of course. We got boiler operators, and then on top of that, we got a full infrastructure where we are harvesting or we're collecting wood waste with drivers, shredding operations as well in Gqeberha or in MTO Longmore and a bit further down, where people are shredding the wood waste that we're also helping MTO to clean up the plantation because too much waste on the plantation is a fire hazard. And then we got specialized engineers. We created an engineer shop with about 20 full-time engineers that will not only do the engineering for this project, but also for future projects in Cape Town as well as a project in Uganda. So we will export the technology that we developed in different countries.
Are you talking about local jobs that have been created when you speak about the workforce?
Well, it's all local job. I'm maybe the only one, in fact, I'm not working. I'm the only one from outside, except my son. But all the jobs are local jobs, yes, indeed.
And talk to us a little bit about how this same system can be used in other industries. I mean, what other ways can this project be expanded to ensure that it does make a difference when it comes to addressing the climate change question?
Well, in South Africa, we got already about 12 boilers running in Cape Town, in Durban, in Port Elizabeth. And we're targeting industries who are running 24/7 because our technology is very expensive in equipment. And then, secondly, there must be also biomass available. If there's no biomass, we can't really do a project. And I want also the biomass to be available in a certain radius up to 100 kilometers, because I don't want to pollute the earth with trucks driving up and down to hold the biomass too far from the project. So we're quite selective on our clients that we can serve. But now in time to come, we are working on new projects where we will sterilize medical waste and turn medical waste into fuel. So that's one of the new projects we're targeting. Also reducing wastewater to evaporate wastewater with steam. So we got a few new projects that we want to launch within the 24 months.
And what would you say are some of the big challenges that you're facing as you try and bring this project about and ensure that you look into the other sectors which may find use out of it?
I think people are afraid to sign long-term agreements. So we invest in the companies, and of course, the payback is not done over 2 years, 5 years. It's a 10 to 15 years agreement. So the people are scared about the future. The people are not comfortable with ESCOM, although last month it was a little bit better. And I think that's more or less where the hurdle is, that people are afraid. Although we do the full investment, so they don't invest any funding. All funding is coming from our company or to funders. If people are afraid to invest in the long-term plans, we got plans up to 30, 35, 40 years. When you build a new factory, those boilers, if they're well maintained, they will go up to 60 years. I mean, I was yesterday with Aberdeen Cables. They got boilers of 65 years. The company is around for 65 years. So you don't need to be afraid to invest with a short-term horizon. You need to be able to invest with a very long-term horizon.
Yeah, you make mention of power utility ESCOM being a factor in there as you talk about some of the challenges. How much of an impact do power cuts, load shedding, which will soon come back, how does that affect operations?
Well, we had severe damages in a few of our boilers. When you're sitting with a furnace with 1,000 degrees inside the furnace, and you need to have pumps that cooling down the whole system, and suddenly you don't have power anymore, or your backup generators fails to produce the backup power, then you have severe damages into your furnaces. So that's really a really problem for us. Now, not for Aspen, because they got about 15, 20 backup boilers. But some of the smaller industry where we got boilers, the backup is not working, and then it affects our operation. Definitely, with quite a huge amount of damage that we had to pay last year.
Yeah. And also just as you touch on some of the other smaller businesses and sectors that don't have those alternative sources of energy, what would you say would be some of the considerations that need to be made there to allow the system to be enacted within the business and accommodated, just to also make an impact as we aim to reduce climate change and also make a difference?
I think it's a difficult question, but I will try to answer to that one. For the smaller businesses, our business model, we are working to make a smaller business model, not highly capital intensive as we are today, but then working on wood pellets where the energy is more expensive than the bigger wood chips. So we are working closely with the company in Austria to bring the technology to South Africa, where we will be able to benefit smaller businesses in what we are doing. With the big investment that we're doing, it's not for the smaller business, but we are definitely developing that thinking path to open to the smaller businesses, because once again, our aim is to reduce the carbon emission And it must be a balance to the investment and the return on investment. If I go to the bank and I can't show a positive return, I will not have the money of the bank. So it must be a viable project. In life, I think business is easy. And I'm willing to share with your auditors tonight one secret. The secret is as follows, is that you have a problem and you find a solution. That is business, not more than that. And from Europe, I see so many opportunities in South Africa. You can't believe it. I got a whole booklet full of opportunities. And I don't understand the people here. They're always looking that the grass is greener. People are immigrated to Canada, to Australia, because they believe that's the gold mine. You have to look at the gold mine below your feet. There is so much opportunities in South Africa. Of course, it's hard to work. It's not as easy as it's in Europe, but I believe you got a gold mine as a country. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Of course, a gold mine in South Africa, but thank you for your input. CEO of Sustainable Heating, Paul Gorremans, speaking to us there about a new biomass steam plant, which is expected to reduce carbon emissions using renewable energy, having launched in Aspen.